Okay, on today's episode, I'm going to get down and dirty about a topic that comes up so often when I have conversations with women like you about wanting to lose weight and get healthy. And so, this whole topic is going to be about what your partner thinks and says about you investing in yourself to pursue these weight loss and health goals. So I have conversations every single day with you guys, and you tell me, I want to lose weight. I'm sick of being exhausted. I just want to be comfortable in my own skin. It even goes to kind of deeper issues related to those goals that you have. And women will tell me, I think about my weight all the time. It is constantly on my mind. It takes up so much mental space. I am missing out on life. I'm missing out on happiness. It is affecting my relationship. My back hurts, my knees ache, my ankles ache, and affecting your relationship in an intimate way. Oftentimes, women will tell me that this even is affecting in a negative way your intimacy. You say things like, I don't feel attractive. I feel ugly. I feel ashamed. I'm embarrassed. And I'm having these feelings that are affecting our sex life. I am not able to be comfortably intimate with my husband. And he thinks that I just don't want to. But it's really that I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to roll over and him put his hand around me to spoon. Do people still say that? Like, do you spoon? But seriously, women tell me so often that you don't want to roll over because if he puts his arm around you, he'll feel that soft belly pooch if you're laying on your side. You tell me you feel sad, you feel depressed. And ultimately, the conversation leads to some version of this. I absolutely have to do something about this, and I have to do it now. This being your weight, your health, and how you feel about yourself. So the conversation goes from, I want to lose weight and get healthy, to some really deep, emotionally connected reasons for the goals you have. It's not this superficial, oh, I want to look hot in a bikini, although there's nothing wrong with wanting to look hot in a bikini. But the conversation goes to some really painful reasons that you have for losing weight. And so we talk more. The woman shares with me something along the lines of, absolutely, I want you to coach me. This is what I need. But I want to talk to my husband about this before spending this much money or spending money in this way or whatever. And what I find is that your husbands are super supportive, and you tell me that. They want me to be happy. He's very supportive of what I want, but I want to talk with him before I spend money in this way. And here's the thing. Men don't understand why you can't figure this out on your own. Women tell me this all the time. My husband doesn't understand why I just can't Google it and figure it out. My husband says he lost weight, so why can't I just do what he did to lose weight? And the bottom line is he is incapable of truly understanding the psychological and the emotional connection that we have to our bodies and feeling good. It's even more prevalent and detrimental to women I work with, I think, because you are driven, you're professional, you're executive level women who are successful. And the reason I say I think it's more detrimental is because there's often this like shame that you have around needing help. I can speak for myself. I was there and I felt that too. That thought that not being able to just power through this and make it happen like you make everything else happen in your life, the power not to be able to do that as it relates to our weight is, and our health too, is somehow very defeating. It's embarrassing. It's this shame that we have wrapped up about it. So that whole issue just compounds those deep-rooted negative emotional feelings that you're having. And men cannot understand that. they're just wired differently. They cannot possibly understand the connection we have between looking in the mirror and seeing what we view as soft and mushy and not toned and quote unquote fat, and how that makes us feel about ourselves. I mean, you guys, come on. Guys look in the mirror and they see their beer belly and they're like, ooh, yeah, sexy. They just don't get it. And that's not even touching on the fact that they aren't living in a hormonally imbalanced body that fights against them and resists every tactic you take to try to lose weight. That's the situation that we're in, right? They don't have the same biology or psychology or emotional connection to this. So I want to offer you a suggestion. And I would love to hear your experiences with this and your thoughts on this too. Don't try to make your husband understand. That is just not going to happen. So don't ask for his permission. Instead, show him how important it is for you to solve this problem. Share with him how important it is for your relationship for you to solve this problem. Then ask him for his support rather than his permission. And go even farther. So I'm going to share a story with you. And Roger and I have had this conversation many times, and we had this conversation just recently again the other day, because I've had this discussion with women so often that I've started sharing with them in a different way about this issue. And that is, I've been sharing with them a little of my own personal story around this issue. Or I should say, really, I've been sharing a bit of our story, because this is really a story that Roger and I share. So I'm going to share it with you today. I believe so strongly in coaching, not just in health coaching and weight loss coaching, but in whatever kind of coaching it is that you need. I believe so strongly in it that nowadays I keep a coach all of the time. And I would not expect you to invest in hiring me as a coach, or I wouldn't expect any woman to invest in hiring me as a coach if I didn't continue to get coaching and continue to get better in different areas of my life. It makes me a better coach to invest in a variety of different kinds of coaching for myself. So now going back to where I started evolving in my thinking around this idea of coaching. A couple of years ago, I connected with someone online who is a mindset and business coach. Her program at that time was a 12-week program, and it cost $5,000 cash. Paid in full, it was $5,000. More if you put it on payments, but $5,000 paid in full. So I went to Roger, and I shared with him that I wanted to hire this woman as a coach. And I shared a little bit about her program and the kind of coaching she did. And frankly, at the time, his attitude was, Lori, you're educated. You are the most intelligent human being I know. A little flattery there, but anyway, he said, you're a problem solver. You're driven. You're successful. You can Google it and learn and figure this out for yourself. He said, I do not believe there's not any problem you can't solve for yourself. But here's the thing. I really connected with this woman. I wanted her to coach me. I wanted her to help me. I didn't at the time have the complete belief in myself to accomplish the goals that I had in mind that I wanted her to help me with, but that's kind of another story. But I knew that I wanted it. I knew this woman could help me. I felt it on that like gut instinctual level too. I trusted her so deeply. So I shared that with Roger. I shared that this was important to me. I said, look, I really want you to support me in this decision. And listen, $5,000 is not a drop in the bucket to us. And I'll also tell you that I did this wanting to join her program and hire her as a coach and talk to Roger about it at a time when I had left my full-time job. And I decided that I would not continue in education. It's the first time I ever left a job without already having another job. And that was terrifying. So $5,000 was an even bigger investment to us when I'm in a position where I don't have a regular vice president salary coming in anymore. But I shared with Roger how important this was to me. I really wanted him to support me in spending this $5,000. And I did not know this woman from Adam. I met her online. Keep that in mind. I wanted his belief in me. I wanted his trust in me to make a decision to invest in something and do something that I deep down know that I needed and I really wanted. Plus, I took it a step farther. I committed to him that I would complete that program with her coaching to the very best of my ability. So not only was I asking him to support me, but I also upped the stakes. And I made this promise to him. No, I made this promise to us. So whether it's about weight loss, health, a business venture, whatever it is that you want to invest in for you, if you want to do it, if you know you need to do it, then here is my suggestion to you. Don't ask for his permission. Ask him to support you. But share with him why it's so very important to you, to both of you, that you invest in yourself in this way to solve whatever this problem is. And then put some skin in the game. You want his support? Put some skin in. Tell him that you're going to do it, that you will not quit on yourself. Not only will that be healthy for you, but it will also be healthy for your relationship. And it ups your commitment to yourself. When you make that vow to the two of you, it ups your commitment to follow through. So that's what I have on my heart to share with you in today's episode. I really do hope that it's helpful. It has completely changed our lives for me. And I say our lives, not just my life, but it has completely changed our lives in so many different ways. And it has definitely completely changed the way that we both think about coaching, mentorship, and investing in ourselves. This last year alone, $5,000 is a drop in the bucket now in terms of the investment that I make in coaching. I still invest, and I invest heavily every year in coaching for myself in one way or another. So again, I hope it's a different perspective. It gives you a different way to think about this idea of investment. And I hope it gives you a different way of thinking about approaching your partner and asking for the support that you want in pursuing goals that you have. I'd love to hear what your thinking is about this perspective. I'd love to hear if you can relate to this. Look, I know that it is scary to invest big in yourself. And I'm going to close with this. I really do know that it is. I'm not doubting that at all. So I know it's not always an easy thing to do, but it's a big part of the change that you want to make, as my dog has an attack in the background. And again, whether that's about your weight, your health, personal goals you have, business goals you have, or professional goals you have, whatever it is, those are all big life changes. So they're scary to contemplate. And it's even scarier to make the decision and take that step. And your brain is going to tell you to put on the brakes. It doesn't want you to do the big scary change thing, but you really should examine even that mindset. Examine a little deeper the mindset that has kept you stuck for so long that you're trying to get out of. Love to hear your thoughts on that. Thank you for spending time with me this afternoon, and I'll see you right back here next week.